The other day, Rick Beato uploaded a video called Why Gen Z Doesn't Care About Music, where he proclaimed that video games and their addictive nature were to blame for the younger generation's lack of interest in music. In my opinion, he's only seeing a vertical slice of the whole picture, yet ironically, he's surrounded by the answer. Let me give you a little background on my perspective first. I'm a millennial. I was born in 1990, so I'll be 32 this year. From the day I was born, technology was constantly evolving at a rapid pace. It seemed like every year something new would come out that would make something else obsolete. I went from listening to music on cassettes and Walkmans, to CDs and portable CD players, to Napster and MP3 players that could only hold an album's worth of songs, to iPods that could hold thousands of songs but were so thin that they would break if you sat down the wrong way, and finally to smartphones and streaming services. My generation feels a deep connection to modern technology. We feel like we matured together. We nurtured and refined it as we grew up. It is our mark on history, our story. Rick's experiences with video games are very different than the experiences of millennials and Gen Z kids. He grew up at the arcade. We grew up with personal gaming computers and the internet. What he perceives as addictive is really just a normal level of mental stimulation for the younger generations. He's also making the mistake of separating music from other forms of content. At the end of the day, it's all just consumable media competing for our time and attention. The reason I'm responding to his video is because I feel like it touches on a much bigger issue. Why are musicians and music as an art form failing to adapt to the modern era of content? Well, like he mentioned, music is competing with other forms of entertainment that are much more mentally stimulating to the average consumer, like video games and social media. But why are these types of content generally preferred over music? Because music isn't as interactive as video content or video games. YouTubers and Twitch streamers are very interactive with their communities through their comment sections and live chats. They also make videos in response to audience feedback and upload frequently. This makes the viewer feel like they are a part of something bigger and can play a role in the outcome. Playing video games and interacting with the game community effectively achieves the same feeling. In contrast, most bands don't do anything like that. When they release content, they post a Spotify link to the song or album they've been working on for months and say, "Check out my band's new thing." They don't give their audience much to interact with or a virtual space for them to congregate. They also don't release content frequently enough. A fully mixed song takes a lot longer to produce than your average video. Also, live streams are produced in real time, eliminating any post-production time. Therefore, there is a lot more fresh video content to consume than there is fresh music. On top of that, people are listening to more podcasts and audio-centric videos when they used to just listen to music, like when they're at work, at the gym, or driving. The ritual of eliminating all distractions and listening to a song or album all the way through has become a much more niche thing. To your average consumer, it just isn't mentally stimulating enough on its own. Musicians also aren't as idolized as they once were. The content creator lifestyle is perceived to be much more desirable than the touring musician lifestyle. Being a rock star is too much work. Most kids would rather just get paid to make videos in their room. So ironically, your videos, Rick, are what's competing with music. Content creators like you are the reason Gen Z doesn't care about it as much. They would rather spend their time watching your videos than actually listening to music.